such an asshole.
I have got a good cup of coffee. Pete's Coffee cartridge, not brew. That's a shockingly good cup of coffee for one of them little cartridges. So, all right, that's how we're here for Life Philosophy on a drag my ass Sunday morning. I'm gonna go for a hike with Doge. It's a long one. Hi, a-hole. Repeat customer here. You have given me a lot of advice, which has brought me to where I am today. Please keep my details anonymous. You always do a great job at it, so I will trust your judgment. The formula for what I do is very simple. You just tell the truth. That's it. And I will pit any one of my clients who followed what I told them to do, follow the truth, to any one of the Democrat socialist conglomerate of teacher, parent, psychologist, professor, whatever they generated. You'll find out that my peeps, my peoples, are superior in every regard. Now here we go. Net worth 180,000. Diversified investments 20,000 cash. You drive your dream car. I won't say what it is. Fully paid already. I'm proving myself right. I have no debt. You are a trade person making over 6 figures a year. You're in a studio apartment, minimalist, single, no kids, don't want to get married or start a family. Where have all the good men gone? The men gone where good have they all? Patriarchy. Somebody write a haiku. Here's my dilemma. I will turn 30 this upcoming summer. Not even 30. And he's already kicking that much ass. It's amazing what just following the truth will do. You're like the complete opposite of a millennial. You got this thing and that, and I'm saving up. I'm in great shape. Things are wonderful. For the past 12 years, I've done the right thing. I finished my degree, got a job, got out of debt, got some savings. What did I get out of it? A boring effing life. Yes, I will. Okay. Yes. Let's go back to the truth. Do you think that the cool kids, and I mean that like college, not just high school. I mean, those kids too, but all the cool kids at the college, like you were studying really hard for your real degree, and all the cool kids got to go out and party. You got to see them walk down. You're at the library or whatever. You're in the dorm room, and you're, business majoring dude bro roommate, like, dude bro, gonna go to the Sigma Phi party, bro. They went out, they had all that fun. All right. Yeah, you were working hard. Where are they now? I mean, you don't even have to stereotype. They're miserable, right? They have debt. And even this is the whole part of putting in the work early on so that you exponentially work a fraction of what you have to compared to your happy-go-lucky, follow your heart, money will follow inferiors. I do mean that, by the way, for those of you who chose the easy path out. You are inferior to the people who chose the hard path. And yeah, and you're busting your butt. I know your entire life has been working and doing what you're told, but you're this close, man. You're not even this close. You're there. You've succeeded. You've done all the work. Instead of building let's consider it a race. Okay, look, maybe this analogy will help. You have to race across the United States, right? And there all you kids are at 17, 18 years old deciding what car you're going to build. How are you going to get across this United States race? And there's two general strategies you can approach. One is you build something quick and now and get off to the races and have fun. Party. Or you sit down like, wait, if I build a vehicle that's going to last and won't break down, that can have autopilot, let me sleep, I'm going to get to the destination a lot quicker than the people who admittedly left way before I did, enjoying life, but who didn't build a better racing car. I'm picturing Cannonball Run with a young Jackie Chan and Jaws in their superior Mitsubishi car. Anyway, that's what all you STEM, accounting, trades, disciplined, lack of other words, people capable of delayed gratification people. You got to remember, that's the long game. This is all part of the plan. And now that you're at this age, you're practically, if we started in New York, you're practically in California. You're almost already there. Where are all your peer groups? They haven't even crossed the Mississippi. You passed them a long time ago. You probably noticed you passed them when you were 23 or 24. Where, okay, the artificial environment of school went away and there's no more government loans. I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? For so long since I was 5 years old, I was told I was a genius. I was going to save the world and help the children. I found me now. Here I am. I'm a whatever. A waitress, which is fine. That's a real job. That's more real economic production they've ever done in their lives. Oh, my car broke down. It's not going as fast. Oh, I can't sleep in my car. Oh, take their cars who are all the way in Nevada away from them and give it to me. Like, I mean, seriously, 30 years old. Like that has got to be where your peers get to the Mississippi and they realize, oh, there ain't any bridges. I mean, their cars are completely puttered out and falling apart. And what they have to, this is a pretty good analogy, to make this more accurate, like their cars have broken down, not even halfway across the country, and they have to build whole new ones. I mean, they got to go back to school, which means they should have done that in the first place. That is more accurate representative of what happens in the real world. Here you are, 30, no debt, 200,000 almost in investments. You have you're making over 6 figs, good degree, remote location degree, by the way, I might say, and you're that close to California. Most of these people will die never crossing the Mississippi. It's true. And wonder, I can't afford, but I so want. Look, I rented a sports Hummer, and then I got the McMansion in the McSuburbs. Oh, I got married, and then I got McDivorced. My life so sucks. I have the depressions. Beauregard, fetch me my fainting couch. So, yeah, you've been working hard. Yeah, all you guys and gals went in the military, got the GI Bill. You come out at 22, you put in your 4 years, you're 26. You got to work up a little bit, maybe enjoy a little bit of civilian life. Oh, God, work up, save it. Yes, but if you do it right by 30, not even 30, by 30, you're set. And now the life goes on autopilot. And now you get to do whatever you want until you're dead. And so, yes, it was a hard, 18 years. But you did the right thing. And now you get to enjoy the rest of your life. Whereas everybody else gets to contemplate eating a bullet because they have no lives and their lives suck and they will never cross the Mississippi. In Minecraft, we obviously do not advocate eating a bullet. And so it's kind of like you've been waiting in line to get to Disney World for so long, and you're like, there's only like 2 people ahead of you, and like, oh no, I get to have fun. Just wait a little bit. You're there. It's almost ready to go. So let's continue on. Oh, and by the way, you're not going to drive the other way, getting married, have kids you can't afford. You're not going to like drive back towards the Mississippi. Start shooting holes in your car, like, Ermigerd, I am too depressed, and I will never get and finish the race to the other side of the United States. Got the job, got out of debt, saying it's a boring effing life. Ever since the disease started, I've become socially distant, basically doing 3 things with my time. That's more than everyone else does. Working, playing video games, and working out. As you can imagine, over the past 2 years of this forcible stay-at-home declaration, I became very financially set and very ripped. Oh, okay, you got a pretty cool... however, I have become miserable. Yes, all work and no play makes Johnny a dull boy. I haven't been laid or had any female contact for the last 2 years. All right, now, then you list that you are a very attractive man. I'm not going to give you details, but if your face isn't ugly, like you are probably a 9 or a 10. Because I barely leave the house, I feel like I am wasting my life. and turning 30 years old. Plus Fred checking out. Yes, he's not my Fred. He's our Fred. Fred was part of the family. Maybe want to change things up in my life. All right. So I know you're going to come up with some ideas what you want to do, and I'm giving you the green light to do them all. But this concerns me a little bit. Okay, you're that good looking. And you have to go online. All right. Online dating is not for men 8 and below, not below 8 and below. And yeah, it's just not for men. It's not for the majority of men. However, you seem to be a superior physical specimen. Like you seem to be a 9 or a 10. So I would go on the dating apps and see where that gets you. You want the caress of a female, go pay for it. All right. I am not, I know, I'm very mercenary, but you're talking about, oh, I don't want to check myself out like Fred did. Well, if part of having that is a woman's touch, it's worth booking a flight on Spirit Airlines for $58 round trip or whatever. Drop the extra $12 to get yourself bumped up to a front row seat. Come down here. I don't even think you need to rent a car. Go out to Pahrump, get the touch of a woman, come on back. Or wherever it's convenient and legal for you to do so. If that's seeking arrangement, go do it. Now, admittedly, that's going to go against your minimalist nature. I looked into that. It's a little like the men have to pay like a monthly fee, and then you got to go and then you have to pay the ladies, essentially. But it's not ladies of the evening. It's an empowering website, which I'm fine with. It is what it is. Just don't tell me what it isn't. That's an easy scratch for you to itch. All right. So I don't see you putting any effort into the online dating sites, which should work into your favor. I would do it for 1 month. And if you don't get any success, all right, that's fine. You don't need the dating sites anymore. Maybe they're even more warped than that, but give that a shot. And otherwise, yeah, frankly, men should not be going through life not having the touch of a woman. And that's a pretty big wear or weight on your psychology. Go get it. And just pay for it. But I don't want to pay for it. You pay for it anyway. Ask your dad if he got divorced. Ask anyone who got divorced. Ask anyone who still goes on dates you do an accounting and an auditing. You'll find out. You pay for it. So don't worry about that. If you need, oh, that's immoral. No, it's not immoral. It is what it is. It's not ashamed. It's not. You just so you can deal with that and deal with that to scratch that itch. All right. And then unless you're in a really locked down state, you couldn't go out and find, and I admit, I know meetup kind of sucks. Your average person out there kind of sucks. You couldn't find like a running group. You couldn't find a workout. There was not, you could take, well, I guess maybe not ballroom dancing. It seems like you just stayed at home and made no efforts to get out of there. And at your age group, yes, it's impaired. Yes, it's not like it was in the 80s and 90s where people went out. But unless you're in a desert, a social desert of some kind, you should have been able to find some kind of activity, some kind. Even if it was shooting guns at the gun range, it was a big old sausage fest, all right, or going to the cigar lounge. You should have been able to find something to get you out. So here you come up with some ideas. Dude, you won. You've earned this. You can do this for the rest of your life. 1, I want to try out acting. You should probably laugh out loud right now. No. What do you think this shtick is? I mean, I'm not really acting. I'm just, being my normal douchey self. This is all entertainment. That's all it is. With a huge dose of intelligence and cynicism. But yeah, dude, will it make you happy? It will. Go do it. What there was a group of there was an article. Hang on, can't. Almost muscle bound. Can't scratch my shoulder blade. There was an article about Britain's most boring men, and there's a group of men who collect old mailboxes. Who cares? I played Dungeons and Dragons last night. Most people don't. That's too. I didn't care. Actually, my God, it was a blessing. It was reasonably enjoyable. We didn't have everyone on the spectrum there trying to entertain and be a comedian. Like people kind of played the game. So yeah, it's whatever you want to do. I'm not gonna. There's no look. You've done all the work. You've done what you should. Now, because you weren't a millennial, you get to do what you want. Everything till you're dead. So if you want to act, go act. Want to work at dog rescue, go work at dog rescue. You want to go to church, go to church. None of these things are for me to judge. I'm just happy you're going to be happy. So whatever you want to do right now is another correction. It doesn't matter what other people think. You go do it. You want to go into gay porn? Do it. Will it make you happy? Okay, go. I don't want to become a hot shot, but hear me out. No, I don't want to become a hot shot actor. I want to pursue it on the side, picking only cool side roles as a hobby. Oh, to play a villain? Oh, that'd be cool, man. To play a villain. I think it would be cool to show my face in some gigs if I ever get selected. I don't care about the money and fame. I just want to do something cool and get out of my comfort zone. Good. Be careful. I think that's how Hugh Jackman started. He's like, oh, I'm going to do this for fun. 2, I was always working out my whole life. Past 2 years, I really got into boxing and hired a personal coach. Again, I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with this so far. As you can imagine, I made good progress, and my coach has really been pushing me to get a boxing license, become an actual amateur fighter. Once again, the money and the prospects are crap, but I think it would be a cool thing to do. Yeah, I think it'd be a cool thing to do. Talk to Ed Lattimore. Reach out to him, see what he recommends. I mean, he was a pro. But yeah, man, and here's another thing. It's kind of like the military. Well, what? You're going to do this when you're 50? You know, I've thought about getting into boxing, some kind of other martial arts when I get the time. But I have a buddy who was a boxer. He's my age. I say, you still box? He's like, yeah, a little bit. I do more training. All right, what? So you get into the ring. He's like, well, we have what's called the Masters. I'm like, the Masters. I mean, old slow dudes who get the crap kicked out of them by a 22-year-old kid. Do it now. Do it now. Yes. Yes. Go become a boxer. Yes. And so what if you lose a tooth, you get knocked down and you get a concussion? You did it. You say, yeah, I did. I got into the ring a couple times. Then you'll know. Maybe you'll love it. Maybe like, man, I love getting concussions. I mean, but yeah, beats your daytime job, doesn't it? 3, I want to try and live in different towns in America. You always suggest reconnaissance in order to figure out where to settle, but I do not want to settle. I want to live 6 to 12 months in Florida, Arizona, Nevada, Los Angeles, New York City, just to experience it. When it comes to LA and New York City, I recommend a month-to-month lease or just Airbnb. You'll figure it out quick. See, I don't even think you could get to LA because all the traffic. I mean, because like Californians are really stupid and they don't know how to drive. And so I don't even know if you can get to LA anymore. I think they just closed down the road because, you know, it is like, well, there's no one getting through this. Why? Look at all the millions of Californians on the road. Ain't no one going to get through that. Fine, do it. You don't look, dude. The first paragraph is your permission slip to do whatever you want. You're a responsible, young, self-supporting man. You have the right to do whatever you want. You don't need my permission. You don't need anyone's approval. And you don't. But if you haven't figured this out now, you don't need the approval of the normies, conformies, and inferiors. It doesn't have to be popular. What do you care what the people really? Do you care what people in high school even think anymore? Like, name one person from high school. There's that gal that I asked out. There was that guy. There's the kid next to me. I can't remember his name. He had the locker next to me. Who just, yeah, fine. You want to do that? Do it that way. I mean, you'll change your tactics. I mean, I have a feeling you're going to go a different place. Like, for example, Arizona. You'll be like, well, this is cooler than I thought. You may stick there for a month. You may never leave. You're like, wow, I like Prescott. This is great. I'm just going to stay here in Prescott. Who knows? You might find a really cute girl in Prescott, or maybe she's from Jerome, a hippie chick. A little hippie chick. She's an artist type, lives in Jerome, has a nice little art studio. Even though she dresses like a hippie chick, she's got a nice little groomed landing patch. She says, what's your favorite color? Like, why are you asking? Oh, just wondering, blue. You have a blue landing patch. Whoa, hey. All right, Jerome. That's not going to happen, by the way, if you're not going to happen. You were wondering. But yeah, man. Okay, yeah. How many blessings of mine do you want? uh, Here's okay. Just hear me out on this, or I'll just say, okay, LA, New York City. Will you please live on the north side of Chicago for just one summer? Just go to Chicago, north side, one summer. That's it, or at least a month. Just do that. Go to north side Chicago 1 month. Don't bring a car. Just go get an Airbnb for a month. Here's where I would recommend: get yourself a high-rise rental for 1 month so you can see Lake Michigan or the city. Just do that. Spend the extra dough. Just do that. Like right off of Lakeshore Drive somewhere. And then you'll experience the best Chicago has to offer. New York, LA, okay, have fun there. Enjoy the sanctimonious people who are poor and think they know everything. Like when do you like throw in the towel when you're in New York or LA? Like, hey, you know what? This socialism thing doesn't work. Like you're sitting there squatting, going to the bathroom on the sidewalk, saying, "Hey, you know what? My leftist socialist teachers and professors were wrong. This isn't utopia. I'm pooping on the street. I got a college degree." I'm not going to bore you with more cool stuff that I inspired to do. You get the picture. What I'm trying to say is I am tired of being good worker drone and live in a boring effing life of constantly doing 3 things over and over again with my time. Well, by the way, if you go to different states, they don't have lockdowns. Utah, South Dakota. I know it didn't make your list. You want to go to LA and New York City with the street poopers, the college educated street poopers. I want to be with my people. What people are those? They're college educated? Yeah. And here's the thing. What's that? Are you ready? Sure am. They poop in the street. Whoa. You want to hang out with the street poopers? Go ahead. I'd recommend maybe visiting South Dakota, Montana, Idaho. Not now. Very cold up there. Want to live. I am not getting younger, and I already wasted the first quarter of my life doing the correct. No, you did not waste your life. You built the machine that made it so you can now never really work that hard ever again, and you can get to do whatever you want. You built the space shuttle. You built the rocket that escaped Earth's gravitational pull, the escape velocity of Earth. You escaped velocity poverty. You have launched yourself into orbit. Now you just get to float around the world all the time. Constantly saving money, contributing to 401k, thinking about future retirement that may never come because of this bleak political climate and stupid people. I know it's the right thing to do, but once again, it is boring. Well, here, okay, don't become a millennial now. Yes, hard work in life is boring, right? And just so you know, it ain't going to be parties and poop favors for the rest of your life. You're going to have to work sometimes. Yes. Like, I don't, you don't see this because I've set it up, but I had to do a whole bunch of wiring and set up another studio. I had to troubleshoot the Linux program yesterday. What else I got to do? I gotta hop on another damn plane, and I'm arguably one of the freest men in America. There's still work to do. Talk to Rollo Tomasi. There's still work. I know it's the right thing to do, but once again, it is boring. Everything inside me screams that life is not supposed to be this way. It isn't. And since I am financially savvy, I did not F up. I learned a good trade. I don't want to have a family and settle down. I'm wondering, why can't I just have fun for the next 5 to 10 years and focus on my hobbies more than work? You can. I apologize for this little rant. I need you to look this over with a cold and calculating head and either give me your blessing or shred my idea apart. No, you're almost there. Okay, let's put it this way. If you didn't go have fun, then there would have been no reason for you to live, because life is not meant just to be working all the time. Now you're going to find out that you're going to have to do some kind of work because it's going to be boring otherwise. But no, you would have been wrong not to say, I got to get out and do something. No, you're 100% right. Now I'm saying go do it. You don't even have to make $250,000. You don't have to I need to get this financial goal. No, you're ready. Go do it. Maybe. get a little bit more cash saved up for traveling expenses. That's about it. And let me know where I could potentially go wrong if I just kick it back for the next 5 to 10 years and focus on having fun. Having fun in this context is letting go, making enough money to cover basic needs such as food, clothing, and rent, maybe a little savings, blah, blah, blah. I'm minimalist. I go outside. Worst case, blah, 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 blah. Thoughts. I can't improve this enough. I cannot improve this enough. And as you travel the country, and you go from here to there, and you go past the people who broke down before they got to Mississippi, goes, enjoy the student loan debt. No, you keep living at home. That's all right. No, I'm going to go hang out in Arizona. You enjoy cold Minnesota and Wisconsin and Michigan. Have fun up there. Oh, the burning's building down? What? So we'll keep you warm during winter. So, yes, go do it. There's only a couple things, just a couple things. One, your skill can be done remotely. So if you have not set up a side business, please do so immediately and start getting some side income that you could do remotely. You only take remote clients. 2, I would look into van life. Okay. I don't know if you're going to hang out for 6 months to 12 months. All right. Maybe you don't need a van because then you could get a 6-month lease. All right. But you're pretty much looking at van life. I would start looking at van life. At least research it tonight on the interwebs and see if it's for you. But that would be very conducive to what you're doing here. And I have a feeling what's going to happen is van life will be regarded like when your generation is older. There's a culture. And you guys will have been part of that culture. It'll be a little bit of a legacy. Say, hey, remember back in the 2020s when the boomers and the Xers like completely mismanaged the economy and it went to pot? Remember how us millennials voted in all that free money under Obama and then technically Trump as well, and then Joey Biden, and we priced ourselves out of the housing market because we were stupid and we didn't know basic economics or how inflation worked? Yeah, and then we were all forced to live in a van. You're like, those were good times. And like, yeah, they were good times. Where'd you go? I think that'd be kind of a cool piece of culture and character. And like, yeah, I'm doing van life. Really? Yeah. And I know some cool gals who did van life. Still do van life. Not the dumbest. Some of them are pretty too. You might meet a girl who's pretty darn cool that way. Just kidding. Hey, look at the guy. Look at the kid. I just gave him up. You see his eyes? Really? Nah. Oh, what was it? Look out, aliens! Where? Woody laughs. Buzz Lightyear. What was that? What did he yell out? Look, aliens! Where? He falls over laughing. Oh, the look on your face, the look of hope on your face was precious. Oh, yeah, go do it. There you go. All right. Now, all this other stuff. If you want guidance, I got a book link below, Bachelor Pad Economics. For all of you who are in somewhat of a similar situation, need context as to what's important in life. Also, I didn't link to it below, but a new class is out called Achieving Financial Excellence, which this young man did. The most direct path to wealth. And if you want to not be poor, basically, or you have financial troubles, you could take that. That's over at Teachable. You could search the Cleary School of Economic Philosophy, and you'll find it there. And there are 2 classes. There's a minimalism class that's $450 because it's longer. There's more to it. And then there's the Achieving Financial Excellence. That's $99. Just so y'all know, signing up for the school doesn't get you access to the classes. I've had so many people sign up for the school and then not the class. It's like, okay, fine. Here's what happens when you sign up for the school. You just get put on their email list. You just gave Teachable your email, which is why I send out like the notification email, probably using my private email, which is a pain in the butt because I got to get everyone's email and then put it into Yahoo Mail. But yeah, all you did was just put your email on another email list. And then when I send out the email from Teachable, because I have that account, you probably throw that in the garbage. Don't realize, oh, it's from Aaron Clary. Because Steve, hey, this is going on. We here at the Teachable family just want to let you know we're doing our part to save the environment, children, and Black people because we just so much care. You're like, yeah, delete. And then it's like, oh, hey, this would actually get your financial act together. Delete. So you have to sign up for the class. I'll probably put the link down below because it's who. All right, let's go through the super chats. Oh, by the way, if you guys are all tuning in, there's 304 people. Subscribe to the channel so I can get to 100,000. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give away my. If we can figure it out, I'm gonna give away my degree to the 100,000th subscriber. That being said, there was a guy who had a bid on it for $450. So I will have to give him first shot. Carl, $2. Why don't you expat and just travel? US is failing. That's the plan. Carl, it's not like I'm sitting on billions of dollars. Like, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna go buy some residency in Malta, which costs $2 million, or Singapore. Get myself a condo, but I gotta go and do reconnaissance, which is next year. I'd like to, Carl, and I can. I can be a resident. I can't be a citizen. I'm sure for some people it's that easy. Not me. Not me. But I'm working on it. Look, Carl, another reason I gotta do this. I too would also like to have fun. I'm gonna go for a hike. I looked at golf. Oh my god, golf rates are through the roof. I was like, no. Maxi Mike, $2. Screw Spirit Airlines. How dare you, sir? Just head to junior college full of 20s. What's wrong with Spirit Airlines? What does that have to do with junior college? Maxi Mike with his standard, very confusing super chats. Ron Suarez, our other Latino agent in the field. Our Colombian. You're for Colombia, right, Ron? Or you're of Colombian. We'll call you a Colombian agent in the field. This guy has every option on the menu, literally. Yep. Yep. What I'd recommend, I should have recommended this, since he's got that itch to get the touch of a woman. I just say fly to Vegas, get an Airbnb for a couple weeks, and then go off to Pahrump, get that scratch itched. Heck, go get an Airbnb at Pahrump, unless they even got casinos out there. There's not much else to do. Be done with it. Neil Stewart, $10. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, no problem. I'm just here. I didn't pick this path. The path chose me. Alex Patino, our truck driving Latino agent in the field. Do reconnaissance while you contemplate what you want out of life. Remember, life is a journey, not a destination. Correct. Ricky Spanish. What is it with the Spanish people today? Holy cow. I did exactly what you talked about earlier. Joined the military, used my JEI bill, and dialed in. I'm a digital nomad now, traveling the world in my 30s, which has been a lifelong dream. There we go. See, he's got the motorcycle too. Look, let me show to the client, but the audience as well. All right, I got the gray hair. I'm approaching 50. I haven't been able to do this because I screwed up. I majored in something stupid. I worked in a field that was absolutely corrupt, and there was no way to work at it. It is only by the grace of God where I had enough and started giving the finger to the world and went on the war path. And with the time with the internet that I got here. That's it. I was like, I'm not some. That's it. That's all it was. I had enough. The guy got pushed too far, like Michael Dude in Falling Down. But instead of blowing up all of LA, I just went on the warpath on the internet. And now it's a lightning rod. But I'm getting to where Ricky is 20 years after he did. So near the client, not even 30 yet. See what happens? I know all your life has been work, but you're about to win. This penury, this pain, this labor ends. And then you go out and you do it. And you have a way better life, not only than your peers, but better than old Cappy. But I'll join you guys. But it shows you how to learn from the mistakes of other people. That's the most direct. Well, that's the most direct path to success. And that's what that class is for. Like, hey, don't make these mistakes I did. You'll end up way ahead. You'll be this guy, Ricky Spanish, with a cool name like that, driving around the world on a motorcycle. But Ermigerd, I want to help the children. I want to help the minorities. I want to make a difference. And programming is hard. Why does Ricky get to travel the world? That's the patriarchy. Ricky, why do you hate women? Rusty Shackle. Hey, Rusty, where have you been, man? $2. Love from Michigan. Oh, UP or the mainland? It still sucks no matter what. Mexi Mike. He's got money, flying money. Get a luxury earth roamer to nomad. No, don't. No. Get a van. Maybe at most a Sprinter van. Maybe at most. But I would recommend just for now getting an Airbnb for 1 month, summertime in Chicago. Rusty Shackelford, $10. The hardest thing I had to learn was being happy by myself in life. That is very hard. That is very hard. Then I was realized I was wasting life worrying about. Yep. I'm guilty of that. That's where a lot of us are at the frontier now. You will get to these existential frontier. Hey, mark my words, Ricky Spanish. I bet you Ricky Spanish will verify this. He's out there riding around. This is great. This is amazing. Where is everybody? It's really, if he's in this, it's just this little small thing. Like, well, where is everybody? Well, they'll come around. People will come on. Listen to that nagging voice, man. You better get used to being by yourself, man. You better. That's why I think he should join the van life, because at least there's kind of a culture, kind of a community. Okay, Joseph Catarini, new guy, Italian, $5. You saved me from an economics degree. Awesome. Switch to actuarial mathematics. Outstanding. You, sir, will make good money and not be unemployed for most of your 30s and 20s like I was. You will not be forced to yell at people on the internet. Rusty Shackelford, Detroit. I'm sorry, man. Say hi to Pop for me. And Blake. All right, there you go. Okay, so the book is down below. Bachelor Pad Economics. This life thing was, I don't know, $25 is the thing you can buy. The class, I'll link to it below, but otherwise search for it. Achieving Financial Excellence. Teachable. Claire School of Economic Philosophy. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.